You know what I've never done? I have never done a top 10 natural 4-star monsters list. What's up, everybody? Let's get right down to it. The top 10 natural 4-star monsters in Summoner's War. Top 10 nat foes. Oh yeah, where am I getting this information? Right. Did I come up with the list? Well, no. I compiled all of the information from the other top 10s that you guys voted on. You guys made the list. I didn't make the list. I'm one person. I would rather have thousands of people's votes than just my own. So without further ado, the top 10. This is top 10 fire, water, wind. I also did light and dark, but spoiler alert, none of the light and dark monsters made it on the top 10. I think just people aren't too used to using them. That's why. So that's why all the regular elements are dominating. But without further ado, let's do it. Wait. What goes first? 1 through 10, counting backwards. Which one's first? That would be 10, right? That would be 10. Number 10. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Keep holding. Lumericia. Okay. Lumericia is good. She is good. Don't get me wrong. I think that people are thinking... I've seen a lot of people, and maybe one of them is you, that think that Lumericia can just do Dragons B10 like the entire thing. Lumericia cannot solo Dragons B10. Lumericia can, if she has really good runes, can solo the boss. She can solo the boss. It takes forever, but she can solo the boss if you get her up to there. But she can't solo the whole thing. But also she has to be 6-star awakened, good runes. But Lumericia is very, very powerful. I've actually used her in Guardian Arena before. So yeah, she's good. First skill, Icy Cut, cuts the enemy with a sharp blade, inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns. It's one of the good reasons she's good at dragons. Strong Gust, inflicts damage on an enemy with a strong shock and puts the target skill on cooldown. This is the one that's good for Arena. And then we have Healing Breeze, recovers the target's HP completely. Full restore. I would put her on, the only thing is, like, if you have a heal debuff, you can just... on that. But she's good. This is why she's good for soloing the boss. This skill does nothing for soloing the boss in Dragons B10. This skill, she can just completely restore her HP. The leader skill increases the resistance, so she could, if she's not already at 100% resistance as it is. But yeah, because a lot of people put a lot of resistance on Lumericia. But that is why I think she's one of the top-rated monsters by you guys. As I think a lot of people... She's really good, though. She's really good. I'm not going to say she doesn't deserve to be on the list, because she is very good. Cooldown and restores HP completely. You don't get much better than that. You don't get much better than that. Nice. Number 10, Lumericia. Ooh, upskirt shot? No. No. Damn you, Summoner's War. Damn you, come to us. Okay. Number 9. Ooh, a wind monster. Ooh, wind monster. You guys thought it was Lucian, right? No, it's not Lucian. Orochi. Okay. 2 very cool reasons. Actually, well, let's go over his first skill. First skill, continuous damage. Okay, good against bosses and stuff like that. Slicing Winds inflicts great damage by slashing the enemy with the energy of the sword and reduces the enemy's attack bar by 30%. Also good against bosses, slower bosses. Very good. And Storm and Gale rapidly throws 6 ninja stars, dealing damage and inflicting continuous damage for 1 turn if you get a critical hit. Also good against bosses, very tanky bosses. So slow tanky bosses, Orochi is going to destroy. And then we have the leader skill, increases the attack speed of ally monsters with wind attribute by 30%. If you team him up with a Bernard and 2 Lucians, forget about it. Or a Bernard and 1 Lucian and an Aquila. Forget about it. It's ridiculous. Orochi is phenomenal against bosses. Phenomenal. Orochi, number 9 on the list. Okay. Who's number... Oh, another wind monster. Asasis, another Giants B10 monster. Did I say Giants B10 for Orochi? I think I just said bosses. But Asasis, same thing. She's got the first skill. She's going to do dots with it. Same as Lumericia, actually. Twister hits all enemies with a Twister and recovers the HP of all allies by 10% each. If you put Despair on her, then she will do an AoE. She's good for on the way there. And then we have Force Field creates a shield that absorbs the inflicted damage proportionate to your level for all allies for 3 turns. So all those squishy monsters, forget about it. She's gonna protect all of the squishiness. And decreases the chances of being attacked with a critical hit of the allies. Which is also, you'd be surprised, this is actually kind of nice against monsters that need to crit. Like, for example, Vertiheel. This is nice against Vertiheel, against Amon. So if you see some of those monsters that like really need to crit in order for them to be effective, this kind of puts a little damper on their party. And then we have Leader Skill increases the resistance of ally monsters with Wind Tribute by 50%. Same thing as Lumericia, except for Wind instead. So yes, these Sylphids are rated pretty highly, except for the Fire one. But I think she's getting more. People are starting to enjoy her more. Then who's next? Who's next? Oh, another Wind one. Really? Another Wind one. Yep, I didn't do the math wrong. Another Wind one. Chasun! Oh man, I didn't even notice. Chasun's got some boobs. She got some bazingas. She's got some bazingas. Alright, Chasun. First skill, Graceful Touch. Attacks with a Graceful Touch and possesses the enemy with a 30% chance to increase the enemy's chances of missing for 2 turns. Also good against bosses. Good against, surprisingly, if she can land this on a Perna, surprisingly pretty decent against the Perna too. I found. Amuse recovers the allies by, even though she's got element disadvantage over Perna and stuff like that, you know. Recovers the allies by 20% of my max HP and increases the attack power for 2 turns. She's an HP monster. She's always ruined as an HP tank. So recovering by 20%, and it increases after that, after you feed her some Devilmons. But yeah, increases the attack power for 2 turns. So there's an AoE heal plus increases the attack power. Not too shabby. She's a good support monster. And Fallen Blossoms balances the HP and the attack gauge of the target ally and her HP to a higher amount than before. Okay, here's one of the great things about Fallen Blossoms. Not only can you not put the heal debuff on it, because she's still gonna, it doesn't matter, it's an HP balance, it's not a heal. But she's also going to almost always increase her own attack bar by doing this up to max and then just attack again. So it's like a full heal and a built-in violent. It's ridiculous. So she's either, if she needs to heal herself, she'll heal herself, or crazy. You know you've seen it in Arena. Someone's got a Chasun, she Fallen Blossom, she like buffs up her entire attack gauge, and then she attacks again, and she does the AoE heal with the Muse. And this does not have a crazy cooldown. They added more to it, but it was actually even less than that. Chasun on Violent is just ridiculous. She's ridiculous. She's annoying as hell. But she's also very good. She's a very, very good healer. Chasun. She's number 10987. 7. Okay, number 6. Number 6? Oh my goodness. Number 6. A fire monster. One of the monsters that I do not have. Arnold. Never got an Arnold. Just never happened. Never happened for me. Okay. Arnold, usually ruined for either Violent or Despair. Arnold, first skill, Deadly Blow, unleashes a fatal blow on the enemy, disturbing the target's HP recovery for 2 turns with 50% chance. Oh, too bad can't use it against Chasun. Too bad, Arnold. Deadly Wave inflicts damage proportionate to your HP, and he's an HP monster. Nice. To all enemies and weakens their attack power for 2 turns with a 75% chance on each target. So, if he's ruined for Despair, it's an AoE stun. Well, AoE, slight chance to stun. Stun and decrease attack power. Then we have Extortion. Drains the life from a targeted enemy. The stolen HP is equivalent to 30% of your max HP. So he's an HP tank, and he does pretty decent burst damage. It's 30%. So yeah, it's Arnold is really good for mid-game, and people use him a lot in Conqueror for anti-Lucian defenses. And that's another good thing about him, because Lucian has the element disadvantage over him, and Arnold is built for HP. So Lucian ignores defense, but he's still an HP tank. So, and he can usually one-shot a Lucian if he's ruined with enough HP. So, yeah. Arnold, very annoying if you're trying to go YOLO up the arena ranks with a Lucian team. So Arnold can be a bit of a pain for you. Alright. Arnold was number 6. Number 5. Oh, back to water. Back to water. You guys gonna guess? You guys gonna guess? Who's number 5? Who's number 5? Tyron. Tyron the Water Sylph. Alright, Tyron is really great for 2 really badass things. Number 1. Actually, he's all great. He's all great. I love all of his skills, actually. And I will be building a second Tyron. You better believe it. One for guild battles and arena, even though I don't really use them in arena anymore. One for guild battles and one for Trial of Ascension. Because I have nothing better to do than just build seconds of the monsters I already have. But you know, okay, third skill, Hailstorm, attacks all enemies with a hailstorm, freezes them for 1 turn. Just AoE freeze. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You use 1 attack and you cancel out them using 4 attacks. Well, 4 attacks for arena, 5 attacks. The best crowd control ever. Hailstorm is ridiculous and amazing, and love it. Then, if that wasn't enough, you have another AoE, attacks all enemies with the Cyclone 2 times. Each attack has a 40% chance of increasing the enemy's chance of landing a glancing hit for 2 turns. This is another great skill for Trial of Ascension. He's a great monster for Trial of Ascension. Leader skill increases the attack speed of ally monsters by 19% everywhere. Speed is very important, guys. Speed is critical, and if you can increase your attack speed by 19% and get the advantage over the enemy, then you can even do something like Hailstorm and just take them out, or seriously hinder their ability to do anything. If that wasn't enough, Tyron has Spirit Throw. Throw a small spirit at the enemy with a 30% chance to attack consecutively. This attack increases your critical rate by 30% at next turn if you get a critical hit. So he's usually runed for attack, and this you can keep hitting over and over and over and over again. So like it says, there's a small spirit and 30% chance to attack consecutively. I've seen this. I've heard that it hits more than that, but I've seen this hit like 5 or 6 times. And if you crit on the first, and you increase your crit rate by 30%, you'll just keep doing more and more and more and more damage. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Tyron is an amazing monster. He's an amazing crowd control god. He doesn't have tremendously high defense. He's pretty easy to kill if you get a turn, but the whole point of Tyron is making sure you don't get a turn. So that's Tyron, number 5. Number 4, another monster that does not want you to get a turn. Ever. Where is that hooker? Hua, Fire Rakshasa. Done changed the game. When I 6-starred this girl, sometimes you 6-star monsters, and you're like, yeah, I 6-starred this monster, but I really don't use this monster as much. You know, I use Hua is one of the monsters that I 6-starred her, and now I'm using her and using her and using her and using her, and she gets a lot of use. She is beautiful and sassy. Very sassy. Okay, Hua. First skill, attacks the enemy with a whip, decreasing the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns with a 50% chance. The damage increases according to your attack speed. Second, Burning Swing, attacks with a burning whip and inflicts continuous damage for 3 turns. So dots and speed debuff, right? And then we have the Burning Whip passive, decreases the enemy's attack bar by 25% and strikes again with a 20% chance. So she is incredibly good against big, fat, chunky bosses, against making sure she attacks first, attacks multiple times, decreasing their speed, decreasing their attack gauge, and she just does not want them to attack at all. In addition to that, she's going to keep putting dots on them, so as soon as they do attack, they're screwed. Hua, number 4. Number 4, another monster that just wants a speedy, we're still on fire, there we go, speedy advantage. Vertiheel. Another good monster for dungeons. Oh my god, you pair up Vertiheel and Hua and forget about it. Forget about it. They don't have any chance to attack. Whatever enemy you don't want to attack basically does not attack. Alright. Hua, Vertiheel. Vampire Bat. Attacks 2 times with Vampire Bat and recovers HP by 30% of the inflicted damage. Noble Agreement. Strikes a strong blow with a surprise attack. This attack receives a 30%... This attack receives a 30% critical rate bonus. Why is a critical rate bonus good? Because Boiling Blood passive. Your critical hits... Too many words. Too many words, guys. Too many words. Your critical hits increase the attack bars of all allies by 20%. This effect does not have effect. This effect does not have effect on allies that have similar skill effects. So you can't do 2 verti-heals at the same time. But this dungeon leader skill increases the attack speed of ally monsters in dungeons by 28%. Is ridiculous. It's ridiculous because, like I said, turn advantage is massive. Speed advantage is massive. So I usually don't use the Noble Agreement actually, because I like to have him ruined with very, very high crit rate right off the bat, as close to 100 as humanly possible. And he's not an attacker. He's not an attacker. He's a support monster. I mean, he is an attacker. He can do damage, especially if you have crit rate high enough with substats that you can put crit damage on 4. I've seen him do some pretty beastly damage on defense broken monsters, just based on attack, crit damage, attack, and having him like basically almost 100% crit rate. But he is a support monster in my opinion. It's for his leader skill, it's for his first skill, and it's for his passive. He is going to increase every other monster's attack bar, including his own, by 20% every time he attacks, and with the first skill he's going to attack 2 times, so 40%. 40% on top of the leader skill. You have just a tremendous amount of turn advantage over your opponent. Verti-heal number 3. Ugh, so many words, so many words. Oh, number 2. Who's number 2? You guys know who it is. You guys know who it is. My fave. My favy. My favy. Mr. Lucian. Mr. Lucian. Mr. I dictate how the arena goes. I dictate how you choose your arena defense. That's how strong this monster is, because it's basically, yeah, it's basically if you need to have a Lucian-proof defense. Otherwise, your defense is not going to be, well, in the higher ranks. In the higher ranks where Lucians, like double Lucian teams are like really ridiculous. You need to have a good Lucian-proof defense. Okay, let's look at his skills for those of you that do not already know. Flying cards. Those are sharp card to attack and disturbs HP recovery for 2 turns with a 70% chance. We have Surprise Box. Summons a surprise box that deals damage and inflicts random weakening effects to all enemies. This is actually not that bad, guys. This is like, this'll stun, this'll put all kinds of fun different weakening effects. It's he's known for his 3rd skill, but this is actually not a bad skill, the Surprise Box. And then 3rd skill, Amputation Magic, throws a number of cards and inflicts damage to all enemies, ignoring their defense. Oh my god. Ignoring defense. Ridiculous. And then increases the attack power of ally monsters in dungeons by 33%. This is just a great nuke dungeon monster. Oh my god, Lucian is one of the most sought after monsters in the game. And look at his lovely little waist. Oh my god, he must be doing Atkins. Either that or a lot of cardio. He's probably doing both. He's probably Atkins and cardio. Lucian, so crazy. So crazy. And number 1, oh of course, the number 1 4-star in the game in Summoner's War, Chloe. Chloe, the most sought after 4-star in Summoner's War. Alright. First skill, same as the other Epicon Priest, absorb mana, inflicts damage proportionate to your max HP and recovers 30% of the inflicted damage's HP. Phil recovers the HP of the 2 allies with the lowest HP by 25%, 15%. This goes up when you feed her other Epicon Priests. Don't feed your Devimons to her, just other Epicon Priests of water and wind. And then Fanatic, all allies are invincible for 1 turn and gain immunity for 2 turns. No damage, no harmful effects. No, nothing. Chloe just says, oh, sorry. Sorry. You'll find Chloe up to Guardian 3. You'll find Chloe is always in arena defense. Always. Nat 4, doesn't matter. She's so pimp. She's so pimp, she's got fish in her shoes. That's how pimp she is. Chloe's ridiculous. And in addition to that, just in case you need it, she also has a leader skill that increases the defense of ally monsters in the arena by 27%. Just in case you need it. And that's not bad. That's not bad. Defense, increasing the defense is pretty damn good. Damn. It is finally over. But anyway, guys, that is you picked them. You voted for them in the other videos. So you went to the little polls and you clicked on little answers that you wanted, and I think it's pretty reasonable, you know. It is pretty reasonable. Those are the top 10 natural 4 stars. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got some insight about about the monsters, and you were like, oh, I have that one, I have that one, I have that one, and you felt all like a pimp. Yeah, you pimp, you crazy pimp. You got some of the best monsters in the game if you do. And if you don't have any of the monsters on this list, then it's just because you haven't been playing that long. Probably. Or you have really, really bad luck. But I think most of us have at least a couple of these. Even I haven't. And you know I've been playing for forever. Even I don't have some of these monsters. I just finally get it just soon. I still have no Arnold. So it happens, guys. It happens. You'll get them eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next motherfucking video.